Hey YouTube, Geminijets 2000 here. Coming at you with a little Christmas models unboxing here. Merry Christmas. We're having a wonderful holiday here. Got a few new models here, and yeah, decided to show them to y'all and do kind of quick reviews on them. Mix of 1/400 and 1/200 scale. So yeah, all Delta actually, and but yeah, a lot of these. I got the first off here. We got the Geminijets 767-400ER for Delta in the Sky Team livery. I was debating on asking for this or just waiting for NG to release it, because NG does have a slightly better mold. But I was like, you know, might as well get it now. And but yeah, I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I have the first Gemini standard livery 764, and this one here is slightly better actually. The mold, like they got things a little better. So recently new release, 2024. Registration number is November 844 Mike Hotel. You got the normal Geminijets box and stuff, all the info and stuff on there. 2002 built aircraft, and so just over 20 years old. Like a lot of these kind of 7.6s and 7.5s, some of them pushing over 30 now at this point. But this is a beautiful model. I'll show it here. Absolutely fantastic. They got the color pretty perfect on this thing. It is gorgeous. It's got the metallic, but it's not too like sparkly. So really impressed with that. And things with the mold where my other Gemini 764 was kind of lacking, was like the horizontal stabilizers were kind of bent. These ones are perfect. So this is beautiful. Happy to get the Gemini one. Yeah, but you got that silver metallic color, the big Sky Team logo, Delta. You got the Wi-Fi box or whatever. Right side here. You got I think these are Pratt & Whitney's on these things, or they're CF6s, something or other. It's either PW 4000s or CF6s. Probably says it in the box. Let's see. Yeah, CF6. Yeah. And yeah, beautiful. I like the 764. I've never flown on one. They look cool. They have the same cockpit and displays of the 777 actually. So that's cool. But yeah, look in here, there's the tail, and you got the Sky Team logo, and the vertical stabilizer and the horizontal stabilizers. Again, everything looks perfect. Everything's the correct angles and shapes and everything, which is a little improvement from my other Gemini 767-400. And yeah, this is a beautiful model. I like you got the rake ring tips of the 764 going out to the point there. And yeah, so that's beautiful. I recommend it. It's these will be around a little while. At least most of all the 7.6s will all be, at least the fleet will be around through the end of the decade. These 7.64s, they might be around longer. They're not officially said when they're going to retire them yet. But next here we got a 757 with no winglets, 757-200. Same stuff again. This is a 1993 bird, so over 30 years old. They're still flying a few of these over 30-year-old birds, and they're still going strong. They've probably not got too much time left, but some of the oldest ones in the fleet. This is a fantastic model. Really like it. Normally I like winglet planes, but this one's it's cool without the winglets. Actually, it's unique. You know, it's a little different. They still have some of these, you know, in the fleet. So looking here, here's the nose. Gemini 757 mold's pretty fantastic. L1 door with the word and stuff. Delta logo, L2. The engines here, which I think they use the same ones, CF6s, or it's Pratt & Whitney, PWs. Yeah, these are PW 2037. So yeah, there's the 7.5s, and then have the Pratt & Whitneys, the 7.6s. I think the 7.63s are a mix of CF6s and Pratt & Whitney. Yeah, that's correct, yeah. But yeah, these are the Pratt & Whitneys on these things. You got the overwing exits there. Going out to the end here, red nav light. Registration number on this one, November 683 Delta Alpha. Beautiful Delta tail there. And beautiful model, rolling gear, antennas. Yeah, really nice, you know. This is, really happy to have this one too. NG has a fantastic 757 mold as well, but this is, it's pretty close, you know. It's pretty good. It does does the plane justice. And then we got the newest 763 release for Delta. Registration number November 1201 Papa. Interesting reg. This aircraft, 1998 bird, so not quite 30 yet, but he'll still be around a little while. Again, with these kind of 752s and 763s, some of the younger ones are kind of early, mid-20s, but some of the older ones are pushing 33, 34 years old. I think a few 763s are getting retired just recently in the last few months. Some of those old ones again after the summer season ended. But for now, the 763s are going to be around through the end of the decade. The 757s are... Some will be retired, of course, but some are probably going to be around quite a bit after that as they're retrofitting them. Again, newer release for this, 2022. This one was a 2024. And this is great. This is a great mold. Gemini's kind of fine-tuned it, and it looks real good. The nose is great. The gear and everything looks absolutely beautiful. I really like the 763 and just the body and the proportions and everything. Overwing exits, the Pratt & Whitney 4000s. They also have CF6s on some 76s. Registration number again. Absolutely beautiful. They send these mostly around a lot to Europe, a little bit out to Hawaii from, and then domestically on like the high premium routes. And they kind of switched to more so Europe during the summer, more so kind of domestic and a little bit of Europe in the off season. This is a beautiful plane. This one, it's the one-piece wing mold, but it's actually really, for being a one-piece, it's really together really nicely and everything. So everything looks really good. Next up here, a model I'm really probably most excited about. Absolutely gorgeous here. We got the NG models A350-900 LA28 livery. Show the box here. Beautiful box. The nice kind of unique NG box. Registration number November 522 Delta Zulu. Beautiful plane here. NG did a fantastic job. I had I think one of the original NG 350s, and I want to do a kind of comparison on this and that, because I was kind of skeptical because the nose wasn't quite right on the old one, but this one, it is perfect. The winglets are perfect. Everything is, they did a fantastic job. It's an absolutely gorgeous model. The colors look great. Here's the nose, which I was talking about. Nose looks perfect. All the proportions, the placement of the cockpit windows, absolutely gorgeous and stunning. You got the Delta logo, the SkyTeam logo. The engines here, the Trent XWB, extra wide body. Beautiful plane. This is configured with Delta's new, more high premium configuration, lower density for longer routes, you know, going over to like Johannesburg and Seoul and Sydney, stuff like that. This one has the newer line number A350 winglets, which is accurate. Airbus, at some point within the last few years or so, they updated the 350's winglets, which basically they look more like winglets and they go up a little higher, and it adds a little bit longer to, you know, aspect ratio and makes the winglets just a little bit bigger. And NG got it. They got it perfectly. Gemini, I don't know if I have to look at my Lufthansa one. I don't know if they've quite got them yet, but these like look good, because in real life there's a noticeable difference. And again, it's based off of like the newer production ones. But for instance, here is the Phoenix models Delta 350. I'll just kind of show you kind of see the winglets on the NG one here and on the Phoenix one, and that's kind of more like the original 350 winglets. And this one is a line number that does have these new winglets in real life, so that's just a one where Phoenix, but Phoenix got the nose right. Same with NG on this one. Versus here's the old NG 350. I'll put it down. And again, it has the older winglets where they're just slightly, it's just like a few feet, but it's just a little bit. But you can see the nose, it just looks kind of funky. The cockpit windows, I think, are a little too far down. So it might not be the nose shape itself, just maybe the cockpit window placement. But here, it's perfect. This is a beautiful model. They did a fantastic job. And yeah, I really like that they got the slightly bigger winglets. This is a absolutely gorgeous model. So it's LA28 on the bottom, gear roll, antennas, all that stuff we have come to know and get used to. And again, you kind of see the winglets there. That's the way they're supposed to be on because this is a older reg, earlier airplane, you know, so this is the higher line numbers, so that's accurate. And yeah, this is a gorgeous model. Really happy to have it. Beautiful plane. One of my favorites. And then finally here we have the Gemini Jets, Gemini 200, Delta 757-200. This is I do love the 757, and I like it in a 1/200 scale is cool. I don't have too many of these. I have a nice one there one. But I saw this was just released, and I figured if I didn't get it somewhat soon, I probably wouldn't get the chance to get it. It'd just be gone and lost. So decided to get this one too, and it is gorgeous. Again, doesn't have the winglets, but it's really nice even without them. I do like how on some of the Gemini 200s they have this little flap where you can, you know, look inside here, and it's foam and plastic there. So reasonably new release, 2024. This thing, what's cool about these ones with the flap and everything, they come with a wood metal stand. It looks wood, but it's metal. But well, this is a beautiful plane. Really happy to have it. Who knows what the next airplane I fly will be. I'd love for it to be a 757. We'll just see what comes up in the future. 7576. But yeah, this is gorgeous plane. Cockpit windows. It's the same registration number as the 401. I think they were released within a month or two of each other. But here's just the details here. It looks absolutely beautiful. Over wing exits. Your Pratt & Whitney engines here. Absolutely gorgeous. The 75 is an awesome airplane. Too bad they're not getting produced anymore. But there's a reason for that. They're very heavy airframe, and the reason which makes pilots and aviation people love them so much for their high performance and all that stuff just makes them suck fuel. And they aren't the most economical for airlines, but it's why like Delta uses them on they send them to basically places where the performance is needed for like high altitude or obstructions off the end of the runway, like St. Martin, St. Thomas have mountains off the end, so you still got to make it over them on a single engine. So that's why they send these there. But then also like they'll go to like Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Aspen, Colorado, places like that. But then they'll just let an A321neo just do some long flight from like Atlanta to Portland, because there's no sense in burning that much gas for the same amount of people when the performance isn't required. And I think an A321neo burns something like 25% less gas. Like, and it carries it's like the same amount of people. Like these carry like 5 more people, you know, but it's like it's a lot, and hence why, but Delta's kept them around, which I really like, and they still do them a lot of domestic routes out of Atlanta, a lot of short routes, because again, shorter routes burn less gas, so they send them on short routes, and then some of those longer ones to the performance limited fields. But a beautiful plane. The gear magnetic, which I really like. It's there's the gear up configuration is also in the box there, so you can plug those up. But it's beautiful, this thing. This is, yeah, real happy to have it. Gear tilt and roll. And yeah, it's just a gorgeous model. So yeah, I hope y'all liked the video. I want to do an airport update sometime soon. Maybe even try to do it today, at least film it today, because I go back to work, start flying again coming up here in tomorrow. So yeah, I would like to do that before I go back to work, and so I can give you guys something. Airport's kind of set up for a kind of Delta hub, and it kind of works now. I got all these Delta models right here, so I can do that. And then I like to do some other stuff too. Maybe do my regular fictional update, go back to do a Portland one, and maybe do some airports from around the country. Do like Seattle, Atlanta, you know, some just other stuff like that, which would be cool. Chicago O'Hare, you know, that'd be cool. And yeah, so I hope y'all liked the video, and yeah, stay tuned for more, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at Geminijets_2000, and thank you for watching.